gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave? Zadangach våra beletar jur vår tika arkanchumen azadangach hayastan jur vår tika arkanchumen azadangach hayastan. Amen eindel mahamien mat miang hambit meni paitierani vorjuraski azaduchan gazovi paitierani vorjuraski azaduchan gazovi. Nodare taket meraski verem, hayuchunam povskuda zekteki, haygagan miuchan, trosh minekem, hayev mianam meksik mekoki, azgashinuchan, vsem gotichuch, monado veke, yevoch nereki, jam nevoralla, vorbanat shaluch.
Պաշտչան ադենապետ, Արոն Գևորգ Զորյան, հարգելի հոգապաշտչան անդամներ, ուսուցիչներ, ծնողներ, հյուրեր և շատ սիրելի աշակերտներ։ Բարի գալուստ հայկական բարեգործական ընդհանուր միության Մանուկյան Դեմիրճյան վարժարանի 2024-2025 տարեշրջանի վկայականների բաշխման հանդիսավոր արարողության։ Թույլ տվեք, որ այսօր ծրագիրը շարունակեմ անգլերենով, որպեսզի այն հասանելի լինի բոլորին։ Immense pride, deep emotion, and great hope for the future that I stand before you today. To our graduates, the class of 2025, congratulations. You have arrived at a moment that signifies far more than academic achievement. Today is a threshold, a bridge between who you have been and who you are becoming. But more than this being a celebration of your academic success, today is a call to remember who you are, where you come from, and what you now carry with you into the world. In this moment, I want to speak to you about 3 guiding principles that I believe will serve you wherever life takes you. Good citizenship, the power of building community, and honoring your Armenian heritage. And woven through all of these, through every lessons you have learned and every opportunities you had here, is the spirit of the Armenian General Benevolent Union, AGBU. At its heart, AGBU is more than an institution. It's a commitment to serve others, to preserve a people, and to lift up communities around the world. That same spirit of service is what defines good citizenship. Good citizenship is not just about rights, it's about responsibilities. It's about rising above self-interest and asking, how can I contribute to the common good? It's about understanding that your voice, your vote, your values, they matter. Not just for you, but for your neighbors, your country, and your global community. The world you are entering is complex, full of beauty, yes, but also marked by divisions, inequality, and uncertainty. More than ever, it needs citizens who are not only informed, but also compassionate, not only successful, but ethical, not only ambitious, but grounded. It means showing up not just for yourself, but for others. It means using your voice not to dominate, but to elevate. It means listening as much as speaking, giving as much as receiving, and understanding that your freedoms are directly tied to your responsibilities. In a time when divisions seems to grow deeper and louder, we need citizens who lead with empathy. We need people who will stand up for truth, who will reach across differences, who will take action when it would be easier to look away. You are those people. Whether you go on to become doctors, engineers, artists, teachers, or entrepreneurs, never forget that your success does not end with your personal gain. Real success is measured by the positive impacts you have on others. So I challenge you, be active participants in your communities. Care about what happens around you. Contribute where you can. Stand for something and stand with others. If good citizenship is the foundation, community is the house we built on it. Here at AGBU, you have been part of something rare, a true community. One built on shared values, mutual respect, and collective purpose. These halls have not only taught you equations, grammars, and history, they have shown you what it means to belong and to make others feel that they belong too. But the community doesn't sustain itself. It must be built over and over again. As you leave here and enter universities, careers, and new cities, you will be faced with choice. Will you retreat into isolation, or will we reach outward? Remember that every time you extend a hand to someone who feels alone, every time you choose kindness over judgment, every time you speak out for someone whose voice isn't heard, you are building community. The AGBU itself is founded by visionary Armenians over a century ago. People who saw that the only way to protect and empower a people was by creating a global family. AGBU schools, centers, scholarship, and relief efforts around the world are proof that when we choose togetherness, we can build something enduring. As you journey on, wherever the future takes you, bring with you the spirit of community you help cultivate here. Our world desperately needs builders of bridges, not walls. Be those builders. And finally, I speak to you not only as your principal, but as a steward of our shared Armenian heritage. As students of AGBU, you are not only part of school community, you are the breathing legacy of a people who refuse to be silenced. Our Armenian heritage is not simply history, it's a culture, a language, a story of resilience. You carry the legacy of Komidas's music, of Hovhannes Shiraz's poetry, of the survivors who rebuilt everything from nothing and whose dreams now carry on in you. To be Armenian is not simply to have a last name that ends in IAN. It is to be a torchbearer, a responsibility, and a gift. It means remembering the past, honoring the truth, and standing with courage in the face of injustice. It means celebrating who you are with pride and contributing your unique story to the broader mosaic of humanity. It means learning the language or teaching it to your children. It means dancing the kochari at weddings, singing songs that your grandparents once sung, and knowing that Mount Ararat is not just a mountain, it's a symbol of hope and endurance. In a world that encourages assimilation, I urge you, do not let go of who you are. Wherever you are, whether in Paris or Toronto, Los Angeles or Yerevan, you are always Armenian. You're always part of this great global family. Let your Armenian identity be a sort of strength, not separation. Let it be the compass that keeps you grounded while the world around you shifts. And let it connect you, not only to your past, but to the countless Armenians around the world who, like you, carry the torch forward. Graduates, today is not just the end of a chapter, it's the beginning of your story as adults, as citizens, as a barriers of culture and community. Will you face challenges? To be sure. Will you encounter injustice, disappointment, perhaps even despair? But you will also experience great beauty. You will find joy, you will create. And through it all, I hope you remember this. Be a good citizen, serve just not yourself, but the greater good. Build community, choose compassion, extend welcome. Honor your heritage, be proud of where you come from. Class of 2025, we are proud of you. You have already shown us a glimpse of the future you are capable of creating. Now go, carry the flame forward. The world needs your light. Thank you. Congratulations, and may God bless you all. I would like to share with you their various accomplishments. Our valedictorian, Armand, is a lifer at AGBU. He has constantly demonstrated exceptional academic dedication and leadership throughout his time at school. He has taken 11 AP courses, earning recognition as AP Scholar with Distinction, and was named a National Merit Commended Scholar for scoring in the top 1.5% of students nationwide on the PSAT. Beyond the classroom, Armand has been deeply involved in our community, our school community. As a 4-year member of Academic Decathlon team, an active participant in Model United Nations, and a committed member of the Student Council. He has also helped lead the Film Enthusiast Club and the Armenian Heritage Club, and has given back to his community through volunteer work with Children's Hunger Fund. This fall, Armand will attend UCLA to study business economics, although he's still on the wait list for admission to Harvard University. Our salutatorian, Shant, is a lifer too. Shant has completed 10 AP courses and has earned multiple medals as a dedicated member of Academic Decathlon team. He's brought diplomacy and global awareness to our campus through Model United Nations, while also founding our school's business and investment club, sparking entrepreneur spirit among his peers. Shant has logged over 200 hours of community service with the National League of Young Men. He has also served as event chair and advisor on our student council, helped lead the yearbook club as copy editor, and was a student member of our campus Collaborative Learning Center Construction Committee. Beyond the classroom, Shant has gained real-life experience through internship with Oran in Armenia, Rukhart Residential, the Office of LA City Council President Paul Krikorian, and most recently, Adrin Nazarian's campaign for City Hall. This fall, Shant will be attending UCLA, where he plans to major in business economics and continue developing his passion for leadership, service, and impactful change. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Class of 2025, salutatorian and valedictorian to the podium.
Honorable Chairman of the Board of Trustees of AGBU MDS, Mr. Kevork Soryan. Members of the board, respected school administration and teachers, parents, guests, and beloved classmates. And I can remember, and yet, even after all these years, it still feels like home. People say graduation is about closing a chapter, but what we've lived here, this isn't something you close. It stays with you, in who you are, how you live, and what you carry forward. This wasn't just an education. It was a part of growing up, one that shaped us in ways we're only just beginning to understand. Because this school gave us more than just books and tests. It gave us a community, a tight-knit, big Armenian family where teachers knew more than just your name. A place where classmates became lifelong friends and where every hallway was filled with tradition, language, and love. I think about all the little things I once took for granted, like our slow morning walks to room 109 for a tardy slip. In the moment, we complained about an arik. Now, I'd give anything to take that walk again, because it wasn't about the slip. It was about being a part of something we might never find again in the same way. To my classmates, we've shared more than just a school. We've shared a childhood. 56 different stories that somehow came together to form one strong, unforgettable family. Life is going to pull us into all different directions. College, work, new cities, new chapters. But I truly hope that the bonds we've built here are strong enough to outlast the distance. And knowing this class, I think they will. To our teachers, thank you for your patience, your lessons, and your example. You've shaped the way we think, but more importantly, the way we lead. To my family, mom and dad, thank you for giving me everything I needed, even when I didn't ask. For your sacrifices, for your guidance, and for your endless love. And to my little brother Alex, you've taught me just as much as anyone. Thank you for being my biggest supporter and constant reminder to aim higher and work harder. I wouldn't be here without you. Այս դպրոցը եղավ այն վայրը, ուր ես բացահայտեցի ինքս։ Այստեղ առաջին անգամ սորվեցա հայերեն գարթալ, սորվեցա առաջնորդել, սորվեցա սիրել ինձի նման մտածող ու ինձ մեր դարբեր մտածող մարդոց։ Այստեղ գերտվեցավ իմ ինքնությունս։ Այս փորձառությունը եզակի է։ Ամեն մարդ այնքան փախտավոր չէ, որ դպրոցը հաջող է, որոնց թասարանները միայն 4 պատերով չեն շրջապատված։ Այստեղ թասարանը գտարնա ընտանիք։ Ուսուցիչը գտարնա մայրը կամ հայրը, որ հավատ ունի քու երազանքներուդ մեջ։ Գտարնա ընկերը ամբողջ կյանքիդ տևողություն։ Ուսուցիչներուս ցեր անսահման սիրով եւ ցեր խոր հավատքով դուք լույս սփռեցիք մեր ուղիղներուն։ Իմ ընտանիքիս Դուք միշտ եղաք իմ ուժս եւ իմ ամենափոքրեն մինչեւ ամենամեծ հաջողություններուս աղբյուրը։ Այս օրը չենք մոռանալ, բայց ավելի քան օրը չենք մոռանալ այս զգացումը, այս միասնության բահը, այս պատմությունը, որ հոստալ գեցավ, ուր որ ալ երթանք այս լուսնինդակ պիտի դանենք մեզ հետ, միշտ պիտի գրենք մեզ հետ։ Class, this is the beginning of a story we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
His Eminence Archbishop Hovnander Deryan, Primate of the Western Diocese of the Armenian Church of North America, Honorable Chairman of the Board of Trustees of AGBU Manukyan Demirjan School, Mr. Kevork Zoryan, and members of the board, respected school administration and teachers, parents, guests, and beloved classmates, it's an honor to speak before you guys today. Dear class of 2025, or should I say, dear family, it's time to move out of our cherished home here at AGBU. Between the late nights of studying for tests, the early morning talks with peers who had seamlessly become brothers and sisters, and all the school events that brought us together, we've experienced every emotion imaginable here at AGBU. For me, and I'm sure for many of you, AGBU was not just a second home. Sometimes it took the place of my actual home. I knew that no matter what stresses or pressures I was dealing with, I could always come to school knowing that just being around my friends and teachers would instantly comfort me. Our home here at AGBU has created solid foundations on which we will build upon for the rest of our lives. Our seemingly endless struggles with calculus in Baron Hartunyan's class strengthened our character and taught us that if we consistently push forward, we will see positive results. Our hand cramps from writing essays in Ms. Hashoyan's and Ms. Derohanesan's classes improved our grip strength, but most importantly, ingrained a sense of responsibility and discipline in us. Every experience here undeniably improved our character, and after being here for almost 16 years, I can truly say that AGBU is the place to be. Whether you're a lifer or you came here during high school, everyone was taken in with care and love and came out as a better person. This, of course, wouldn't be possible without our beloved, supportive faculty. To our teachers, who gave us the knowledge to move on, provided us with invaluable life lessons, and put all their effort into working with us no matter the difficulties. Thank you. We may be too much to handle sometimes, but our love for you lies in our comfort around you. To all the administration, Baron Hugasian and Digin Nalbandian, thank you all for making AGBU a safe, social, and enjoyable haven for all of us to call home. You allowed us to thrive in an environment where our voices were heard and our needs were met. As members of the Armenian diaspora, it's infinitely more important to promote and sustain our culture, and that is exactly what we did here at AGBU. I would also like to take a moment to thank my family. To my mom, thank you for making my life so much easier and showing that no matter how annoying I can be, you'll always love me. I owe you the world. To my dad and my best friend, no words can describe our bond. I've learned more from you than I have from anyone else, and I know you're especially proud today because you once gave a similar valedictorian speech yourself. To my sister, Ayla, thank you for always being my #1 support. You all endlessly, and you are the foundations to my character. And finally, I want to thank every single parent here who made all the necessary sacrifices to send their children to our school. As you have all seen, this has proven to be the best investment you have ever made, not only for your child's education, but also for building their individuality and identity. Thank you for providing us with everything we needed to thrive. To the class of 2025, today marks the beginning of our next journey. As we move out of our first home, I know it can seem sad. However, we must all view this as a time of growth and new beginnings. A few words of advice. Treat everything in life as an opportunity to learn. When you go to college, get your first job, or start your first business, don't lose focus if your life seems dull and repetitive. Learn as much as you can every day from your responsibilities, because ultimately, all of this information will help you in ways you may not understand right now. Always look towards self-growth, development, and enrichment. Most importantly, however, never let go of your Armenian identity. Behind the Armenian classes, the early morning prayers, the countless Armenia-related assemblies, and the funny talks in Armenian with Coach Dikran at recess, there has always been one uniting factor: our heritage. As we have seen, our school's sense of community is unmatched, and we have been provided with the best childhood. It's imperative that we continue to stay close and remember our identity, as it will lead us to do great things in the future. Գհիշեմ այն օրը, երբ Սարդարաբադի արարողության ժամանակ ամբողջ աշակերտության առջև Եղիշե Չարենցի նշանավոր դողերը պետք էր արդասանեի։ Ով հայ ժողովուրդ, քո միակ փրկությունը քո հավաքական ուժի մեջ է։ Այն ադեն, երբ քո սորվեցա եւ արդասանեցի, անշուշտ հասկացա, թե ինչ կուզեր ասել, բայց չսկացի անոր իմաստին խորությունը։ Այսօր կգիտակցիմ, թե որքան կարևոր է համայնքը եւ գաբերը մեր ժողովրդին համար։ Հագարակ աներևակայելի դժվարություններուն մեր նախնիները միասին մնացին, միասին մտածեցին, միասին գործեցին եւ ի վերջո հասան իրենց նպատակին։ Այս միասնականության ուժը ամրացուտ պատկանելիություն ըսկացումը մեր մեջ, եւ մենք ալ մեր ղարքին պետք է ավելի զարգացնենք այս ըսկացումը։ Ահավասիկ այսօր 56 օրինակներ ծեր առջև նստած են հբարտ ազգային գիտակցությամբ։ Թեև մեր ժամանակը AGBU մեջ հասավ ավարտին, գթարցնենք էջը եւ գանցնենք մեր կյանքերուն հաջորդ հանգրվանին, երթվելով, որ պիտի վերադառնանք մեր օրանը մեր զավակներով։ Թող Եղիշե Չարենցի խոսքերը փորակրվին մեր մտքերուն եւ սրտերուն մեջ եւ միշտ հիշենք հետեւյալ դողերը. Ով հայ ժողովուրդ, քո միակ փրկությունը քո հավաքական ուժի մեջ է։ This year came and went faster than we could have ever imagined. But every step of the way turned us into better, stronger, and more unified members of the Armenian community. We will all move on in life, make new friends, and create families of our own. But remember, your peers here at AGBU have seen you grow into the person you are today. They've seen you through good days and bad ones, know how to brighten your mood when you're feeling down, and know what favorite snack makes you happy. They are the first ones to lend you a pencil when yours breaks, rush to you when you get injured on the soccer field, visit you when you are sick, and be there for you through the unimaginably difficult times. This is why we call each other family. Nothing feels like a burden, and we are with one another. And we are always there for each other no matter the circumstances. Keep your connections and never let your bonds fade away. As a brother to his siblings, I truly wish you all the best of luck, and just as families may be distant from one another sometimes, we will always end up back together where we belong. Thank you.
I serve as our keynote speakers. One such accomplished alumni from class of 1998 and one of my former students is Mrs. Aslin Tutuyan. Aslin Tutuyan is a proud AGBU Manukyan Demirjan graduate from the class of 1998 and is now a parent at our school. After earning degrees in English and sociology from USC, she went on to earn her law degrees from Southwestern University. For the past 17 years, she has been championing the rights of those who have been hurt by negligence of others. She's a trial lawyer and partner at Mandel Trial Lawyers, specializing in catastrophic injury, medical malpractice, toxic source exposure, and wrongful death cases. Aslin is a dedicated mentor, legal speaker, and community volunteer with involvement in organizations like LATLC, the Armenian Bar Association, and the Women Lawyer Association of Los Angeles. She also speaks on topics ranging from trial preparation to balancing motherhood and demanding legal career. Whether in the court,
a milestone moment,
Louder.
and it's a full circle moment because it feels like just yesterday that I walked across this very stage and my homeroom teacher, Dean Nalbanyan, handed me my diploma. And then I blinked and 27 years passed, and today as our principal, she'll do it again. To 56 more graduates, each one of them carrying their own stories, friendships, and dreams into the world. And one of those graduates happens to be mine. And so as a parent and as an alum, the significance of this moment is not lost on me. I want to use this time, this incredible privilege, to speak directly to the graduates, to offer a little perspective, a little guidance, as they prepare to leave the walls of this familiar campus and step into new territory that's both exciting and, yes, a little uncertain. But as much as this moment belongs to them, parents, this is your milestone too. You raised these extraordinary humans. You nurtured them, you guided them, you gave them roots. And now you're learning to give them wings. With pride in your eyes and a lump in your throat, you're doing what is probably the hardest part of parenting: letting go. It wasn't all that long ago that some of us dropped our babies off to their first day of school. We put on our brave faces as we said goodbye and quietly cried together to our cars together. But here we are, and they're so ready. Class of 2025. It's been a privilege watching each of you grow individually and together as a class. Through sleepovers, promposals, basketball games, mock trial and model UN competitions, dance shows, never-ending fashion show rehearsals, and everything in between. You've poured yourself into your passions, supported each other through challenges, and created beautiful memories that are now stitched into the fabric of who you are. These memories shaped you, and they will travel with you long after that tassel is turned and the gowns are tucked away. But challenges inevitably await you. Some of you can't wait to leap into what's next. Some of you are still figuring it out, and some of you might be a little scared. And I can tell you, when I was sitting here, I was terrified. Leaving home, this home felt so overwhelming to me, like this safety net was being pulled out from under me. No more parents to step in when things go sideways. No more second chances on a test that you didn't study hard enough for. And no more sliding by. It was this big awakening that life was now fully in my hands, and I just wasn't sure that I was ready. And what I didn't realize then was that everything I needed, because of this school and these teachers and some of the friends that I grew up with that are in this audience, it was because of all of them that everything I needed was already in me. And I know for sure it's in you too. So what I'm trying to tell you today is that you don't have to have it all figured out right now at this very moment. You just have to trust that you're capable, even if it takes some time getting acclimated into this new world. And so to help you along the way, I'd like to offer a few pieces of advice. First, look at the big picture. Start by thinking about what success looks like for you. Not what success looks like for your parents, not what it looks like for your friends, not what it looks like on social media, but what it feels like in your gut when you imagine a life that's meaningful and exciting and true to who you are. I've spent nearly 2 decades as an advocate, as someone who fights for people who often feel like they don't have a voice. And I can tell you this, case after case, I've learned that success is not about winning every trial or being the smartest person in the room or chasing the biggest paycheck. Success, true success, is living a life on your own terms, the life that you choose, a life doing work that reflects your values. It's about treating people with dignity and being able to look at yourself in the mirror and feeling so damn proud, even when no one's watching. And that kind of success, I'm telling you, it comes with 2 things. It comes with a commitment to doing hard things. You have to be willing to do the hard things. You have to show up on the days that you don't want to. You have to say yes when fear tells you to say no. Because, as I tell Vanessa, nothing grows in comfort zones. But just as importantly, success comes from embracing failure. Not just tolerating it, but welcoming it as part of the process. Because the truth is, you will fail. You will fail. You will stumble. You might embarrass yourself. But each stumble creates courage. And courage, over time, builds confidence. So, if you're not failing, guys, you're not growing. And you need to grow. So if public speaking scares you, raise your hand in class, even if your voice is shaking. If that job feels so out of reach, apply regardless. And if you're not sure you belong in the room, walk in anyway. You don't need to be ready. but you do need to be brave. And if along the way, someone tells you, you're too much, you're too loud, you're too opinionated, you're too weird, you're too different, let them. Let them. The world doesn't need silence or shrinking. It needs bold voices. So take up space and don't you dare dim yourself to make other people feel comfortable. And while you're being brave and inviting that pressure we all know is a privilege, don't forget to rest along the way. Not just sleep. I'm not talking about sleep, guys. I'm talking about real rest. Because while the hustle is so very respectable, if you don't learn what resting looks like and feels like right now, you risk burnout. So when you feel that you just can't catch your breath, right? Or you're just not enjoying this new world that you're supposed to be enjoying, or you find yourself snapping and bickering with the people that love you, pause, reset, and rest. Walk away for a bit. Go do something that fills your cup, that puts a smile on your face. And the next day, after that rest, go back to the hustle. When you do that, you're not quitting, you're refueling. And finally, nurture your relationships. I've seen it, we've all seen it firsthand. You have invested many, many years building something that most people never get to experience. You know it. You're not family anymore. You're truly brothers and sisters. And that's one of the reasons why saying goodbye is going to be hard. Because it feels like today, like it's this big climactic ending, but it's actually not. It's a launch pad into your future. And the best part is that you can take this family with you. Your friends, your teachers, your mentors, your coaches, they can still all be a part of your life if you choose to nurture those bonds. And some bonds will fade. That's totally okay. But the ones that last 10, 20, 30 years from now, the people that you can sit with and reminisce about, about that one time in Digim Madoyan's class, those bonds are pure magic, so keep them close. So check in, show up, and don't ever for a second hesitate to come home, to this school, to this community, this place that will always be a part of your story. Now, for many, many years, I've been your Asling Tata, and I've been your Asling Tantik, and as some of the boys still call me, Vanessa's mom. And those are all titles I've cherished so much. But today, I'm also so very proudly your fellow alum. We're all here for you. Go forward bravely and boldly. Trust yourself, because class of 2025, you are so ready. Congratulations. I love you all.
We've all been waiting for the presentation of the high school diplomas. I would like to invite the chairman of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Kevork Zorian, and the senior class advisor, Mrs. Rosa Madoyan, to the stage.
Time in this setting, know that it's with immense pride and a touch of bittersweet emotion. Each of your names carry with it a story, a memory, and a very special place in my heart. And now we are passing. be seated.
Ուսուցիչ ուսուցչուհիներ հայկական բարեգործական ընդհանրության Մանուկյան Դեմիրճյան ամենօրյա վարժարանի նվիրյալ ծնողներ եւ շատ սիրելի շրջանավարտներ հաղթական օր է այսօրը հաղթական օր է որովհետեւ դարիներու ծեր ուսումնառության կարևոր մեկ հանգրվանը իր ավարտին կհասնի Եվ կասկած չունենք, որ բոլորը դարիներու ամբարած գիտությամբ հարստացած նաև հայկական